Good evening. This is All India Radio, Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. NITI Aayog releases compendium of various Ayush-based initiatives and practices adopted by states and union territories for containing and managing COVID-19. Recruitment process for Agniveers for Army and Navy begins under Agnipath scheme. Nagaland Government all set to host the first Nagaland Corporate Social Responsibility Conclave from Monday. And World Sports Journalist Day being observed today. Now the news in detail. NITI Aayog today released a compendium of various Ayush-based initiatives and practices adopted by the states and union territories for containing and managing the COVID-19 outbreak. The compendium was released by Vice Chairman of NITI Aayog, Suman Berry, and Minister of State for Ayush, Dr. Munshpara Mahendra Pai Kalupai. NITI Aayog member Health Dr. V.K. Paul and concerned officials were present during the event. Speaking on the occasion, NITI Aayog Vice Chairman said the compendium provides information about practices adopted by states and UTs for strengthening the country's fight against COVID-19 using Ayush's resources and interventions. He said that this document will prove to be a crucial knowledge resource for stakeholders from other countries who have a good network of traditional medicine systems. Minister of State for Ayush, Dr. Munshpara, said that Ayush systems have played an active role on various fronts to tackle the health crisis caused by COVID-19 pandemic in the country. Defence Ministry has announced that Indian Army and the Navy have started registration for recruitment of Agniveers under the Agnipath scheme. Under the scheme, Agniveers will be recruited in the Army, Navy and Air Force for 4 years. After 4 years, up to 25% of them would be retained or re-enlisted in the regular cadre based on merit, willingness and medical fitness. The remaining 75% will be eligible for Seva Niti packages of 11 to 12 lakh rupees. They will also be provided with skill certificates and bank loans for their second career. The recruitment is scheduled to begin in 90 days and beneficiaries will also be entitled to awards, medals and insurance. During the first 4 years, soldiers will be given a monthly salary of around 30 to 40,000 rupees. Nagaland Government is all set to host the first Nagaland Corporate Social Responsibility CSR Conclave under the theme Partnerships for Strengthening Sustainable Development on July 4th and 5th at Kohima. Under Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman will grace the event, and about 60 CEOs and CSOs from reputed industries will attend the conclave. Addressing media persons today at the Office of the Investment and Development Authority (IDAN) at Kohima, CEO IDAN Alam Temshi Jamir said Nagaland has not been able to get its due share under the CSR. Jamir said this conclave is mounted to attract more CSR investment in the state and to showcase Nagaland's need for CSR investment as well as enable the NGOs in grassroots level to interact and know the companies. Expressing happiness over the Union Minister Nirmala Sitharaman attending the occasion, he said the visit of the Union Finance Minister to the state will be a big change. The CEO said, apart from the CSR conclave, bankers and investor meet have also been clubbed in this 2-day event. He also informed that it has made a commitment of 50 crore rupees under CSR and hoped to touch 100 crore or beyond, but it will depend on how the NGOs and others pitch to the companies for their projects. Jamir said the banks have decided about 100 crore rupee loans to be dispersed at the banking colloquial or credit outreach and that it is trying to increase to 200 crore rupees. The 2-day event will witness launching or announcement of various initiatives such as launch of single window system, policy brief on women entrepreneurship, CSR project tracking and management system, among others. Besides, there will be distribution of token checks to beneficiaries by Union Finance Minister and virtual inauguration of bank branches. Also, NABARD will virtually launch 2 projects under Tribal Development Fund and exchange of MOU between SIDBI and IDAN. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. Today is World Sports Journalist Day, which is also known as International Sports Journalist Day. It is celebrated every year on 2nd of July. The day is observed to honor all sports journalists around the world and also bring awareness about sports journalism to the common people. World Sports Journalist Day was first observed in 1994 when the International Sports Press Association decided to commemorate it in honor of its 70th anniversary. The 20th century witnessed a massive boom in the popularity of sports journalism. Today, sports journalism utilizes not only print media but also radio, television, along with social media and the internet. India's largest floating solar power project is now fully operational. National Thermal Power Corporation (NTPC) declared commercial operation of the final part, capacity of 20 megawatts out of 100 megawatts, Ramagundam floating solar PV project at Ramagundam, Telangana, with effect from 1st of July. With the operationalization of this project, the total commercial operation of floating solar capacity in the southern region rose to 217 megawatts. The 100 megawatts floating solar project is endowed with advanced technology as well as environment-friendly features. Constructed with a financial implication of 423 crore rupees, the project spreads over 500 acres of its reservoir. The Indian Institute of Entrepreneurship, Guwahati, has signed an MOU with the Incubation and Enterprise Support Center of the Indian Institute of Management, Shillong, in New Delhi, to boost the entrepreneurial ecosystem in the northeastern region. The objective of this partnership is to encourage entrepreneurship, incubation, and startups in the northeastern region. Secretary of the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Rajesh Agarwal, said this will help create an atmosphere where startups and entrepreneurs can flourish in the Northeast region. He said this will not only encourage the locals but also give them access to formal training and professional mentorship to run a successful business. Agarwal said the aim of the government is to foster an entrepreneurship enabling ecosystem that promotes innovation and growth in the Northeast. Nagaland Police has recovered contrabands worth around 20 lakh rupees from a Guwahati-bound vehicle coming from Imphal. The State Police of the Narcotic Cell Mobile Unit, based on specific input, intercepted the vehicle near Petucha yesterday. After a thorough search of the vehicle, 1 lakh suspected Yapa tablets, neatly wrapped with yellow tape in 10 different packets containing 10,000 tablets each, concealed inside a specially built compartment near the spare tire, was recovered. The approximate value of the recovered contraband is around 20 lakh rupees. The suspected contraband items were duly seized and 2 occupants of the vehicle were arrested. A case was registered with Narcotic Cell Police Station for further investigation. The BHET water supply to Kohima town from Jotsama source has been damaged. Executive Engineer BHET, Kohima Urban Division, Supung Yanga, has informed that the damage was caused due to the ongoing construction works near box cutting above Measure Higher Secondary School. He said that the department will do its best to restore the water supply line to Kohima town in the shortest possible time frame, and further requested all the affected consumers and public to extend their cooperation and bear the inconvenience till the line is restored. And now to the news, here are the main points again. NITI Aayog releases compendium of various Ayush-based initiatives and practices adopted by states and union territories for containing and managing COVID-19. Recruitment process for Agniveers for Army and Navy begins under Agnipath scheme. Nagaland Government all set to host the first Nagaland Corporate Social Responsibility Conclave from Monday, and World Sports Journalist Day being observed today. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.